Okay, back in the next video as like an XA Uganda, still in Euro USD. According to our previous video we last made was also Euro USD. And for those who watched it, I think you remember the way we traded. Oh, we made a recap on this movement. I think you remember. And you remember the ways how we could trade all these pips. So, even today, we are going to do the same thing. Just that today, we are going to trade a previous week before this one we traded in the last video. I think you get what I mean. Okay? We are going to trade the previous week before this one we made in our last EURUSD video. Okay? We are going to see how did the market react and how many entries could we take even in that week. Okay? Yes, this strategy might help us in avoiding or is scalping or is making executions in the market. You just wait for your entry in the same points or in the same areas. Even though you're taken out, you know the next area you will take the trade. I'm going to show you in this video. Okay? In the last video we made of EURUSD, we got 2 entries in all the week. In all the full week, but the risk to reward was wow. For those who watched it, you remember. Right away, let's go. So the week we are going to do a recap on, as you see here, it is 30th. Yes, 30th of December 2024. It was still 2024. And when did it last end? Friday 3rd. Yeah, you can see that this period between here, it's a week. It's a 1 week, as I told you in the previous last video of your USD. Okay, before the week you're going to trade, now still imagine as if this data is not here. Okay, all this data the side is not there. So before the previous video, or as in before this week you're going to trade, before the week you're going to trade, what has been the market doing? Has it formed for you a VV shape or a VV analysis? As for those who have been following my videos from the first video to this video, you can tell what a VV shape is. I mean, a VV analysis. You know where to put your highs, your lows. So before let me use 4 hours still. I'm going to use 4 hours. Before this week we are going to trade, did this market do for us a V shape? That has to be your first question in mind. Dive in deep. That black line symbolizes to us that is our week we're supposed to trade. So before reaching in our week, are we seeing any V shape in the market? Let me show for you in the line chart. Yeah, it's kind of tricky, but you can define it. Tap it, hack it. Where it is? Show me where is it? Where is the vision? Okay, let's dive in. For those who have seen it, yeah, you're improving slowly. Let me just do it like this. And the market came, it made a low. It made that V. You see, it displayed. I think people you can see. Meaning, we have to come back here, we get entries in these points, in these areas, as even we did in our previous video. We take the entries, we still sell down to these lows. Okay, simple as that. Let's dive in. So we have got our VV of H4 before the week we are going to trade. Where are we supposed to label for those who remember? Yes, let us put our levels there already. That one. and that one, and that one. Okay, so meaning now these are our highs and lows of H4. Before reaching in our week, the levels we have to focus on. We are in H4. What is the S1 time frame? We have to scale down after H4. Yes, it's M30. Looking for what? Liquidity engineering to take our entries. Okay, let's go down. Where's M30? M30. We have reached in M30. So are we having any liquidity engineering below this low or at this low? You remember in the EURUSD how we defined the liquidity engineering. For those who never watched it, I'm not going to go back. You can watch the previous last video of EURUSD and see it. So our liquidity engineering is there. I will make it a black line. Meaning, now this one, the black line, it's an entry. It is supposed to be an entry point. So above, are we also having liquidity there? Yeah. Meaning that if the below one, the downer one is violated, then you will have to focus on this above one for the next entry. Okay? So the liquidity engineering I'm saying here, it is this one. For those who are not so familiar with the liquidity engineering, please go back in the previous videos. You will kinda get some information or knowledge about the liquidity engineering we are trying to mean. Okay? So, according to this what I'm saying, here if you are supposed to take the entries from here, the stop loss has to be above this one, this high. Okay? So, what of this one, if you're supposed to take entries from here? So now the problem comes in here, because now here we don't have any high where we can put our stop loss. That's the problem now we have here. But now this one will be your hack. Okay? Because not always that the market will be providing the same data always. But for me, the way I labeled this one, or the way I could put my stop loss, I could use this point where the market shifted from before doing this. Okay? Yes, I've labeled here before the market, where the market shifted from before going up. Okay? So, meaning that I will have my stop losses above there, 9 pips, 0.4. If the market is to make me enter the market from this point, because this is an entry, and the above one is also an entry, meaning that you have 2 entry points on this market, this one and this one. Yes, above, automatically the TP has to be below, you know that since the first videos. Yes. Okay, so let us forward in our week. Remember, the black lines are entries. Okay, the stop loss, the red lines above, they are the SL, stop loss. So we are in our week. Let me put these symbols of entries there. Are we above? Entry, stop loss, is it above? Yes. Is the TP down to the downside? Yes. What of the upside? Still the same. Are we above? Yes. TP is still to the downside, but for now, let me just put it there. Wow, where did this thing go? It wants to disorganize us, this black line. We have been even executed into the market already, as you can see. We're already in the market. On Monday, is it? Is it on Monday? Exactly on Monday. 3. That is Nairobi time, PM. But you see the way the market reacted on our level of liquid. Let me first delete this one. That black line is our entry. The red line above is our stop loss. Are you seeing the way it reached the level and the way it reacted? Snipers. We are getting snipers, people. Follow, like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. We shall crush the forex market. Let's go together. Where are we supposed to take the entries or the TPs to this side below? So let us see how the market reacted. Did it reach or did it violate? Forward. Oh wow. Am I not out? Wow. Look at the risk to reward ratio, people. 9 pips of stop loss above. Downside 114. Risk to reward 12.19. You can get this, what I mean, people. This is awesome. This is awesome. And actually this thing, it still dropped. For those who could hold, you see, but according to our VV shapes, that is supposed to be our TP. Yes, now for those who are holding, wow, they enjoyed this meal. But for us, would have been out here with certification of our TP, okay? We are supposed to be consistent with our analysis. So, wow, this video is also another example of the way we can take entries in the forex market. Wow, with nice entries like these sniper entries, as you can see above there. As you can see above. Wow. So if this entry was violated, this one, meaning that we are supposed to wait for this one above here. Top loss above, still entries here on the black line, TP is below. But this one was accepted, it was executed, the entries were there, the TP was hit. You close your day like that, and your week like that. You wait for the next week. One trade a week. But was it a one trade? Quickly, let us dive deeper. For those who never wanted to take that big one, we can scale down to M50, to M5. You know, from H4, M30, M5. You know how to follow those time frames. Now here on our entry points, I want us to scale down in M5 to see if you can get another entry. Because most of the times it plays out like that. Most of the times it plays out like that. Let me see. It did for us a shift in M5. Wow, it is there quickly. Let us do it. I don't want to make this video a long one. It made that high, it made that low, it made that higher high. You remember liquidity engineering? It shifted from here. Where is our entry point supposed to be on our liquidity engineering? From the last higher high made, now the previous one below, meaning that the entries have to be here. We shift down to the downside. Let me delete this big one, meaning that the entries, let me also delete this one and this one. Meaning that the entries were supposed to be here on the liquidity engineering, supposed to make this one a black line. Now this one is the last high that was made. I will make that one a red one. Now the TPs are supposed to be below. Let me see. Oh wow, even the entry is already here, showing it off already. The entry is already there. For those who could fail to get the first one, you could have traded this one. Already the entries are there, but you see the way they are acting on the zone of liquidity. You can tell. I think even it already reached the side of the TPs. Did it? Did it reach there? Did it reach there? Please don't spoil our mood. Yeah, don't spoil our mood. Did it reach there? Wow, you can see. Super strategy. Okay, like an XA Uganda. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You can share the channel to your friends. You can share the knowledge to your friends. We can build the community together. We can grow financially together. I'm not a financial advisor. We are making analysis on the way we can take trades in the forex market. Period. I sign out as like an XA Uganda.